Hello and welcome to Z Kitchen and Lifestyle. Today we're going to be learning about making fresh bruschetta. And for bruschetta, you need fresh basil. Basil has some amazing health benefits, and if you look at this chart, you can see some of them. Here are some more pictures of our basil within our garden in our backyard. Very, very delicious stuff. Here's my wife's hand picking out some of the basil. This is her therapy. Now for our next step, we need some sourdough bread. Let's wait for it to get in the picture. All right, there we go. So for our sourdough bread, we're gonna have to cut it into slices. We want some nice proportional slices. Here's more views of the sourdough bread that my wife made. Now she's gonna cut. She uses very unique style in her cutting. Example, look at that. Very nice and smooth cut. Here's another cut. We probably could have fast forwarded some of this, but we're just going to go very slow so you understand clearly what's going on. There's a third slice. Yep, try to get through it, babe. All right, next we have the starter for our next sourdough bread. Here it is. She's shaking it in your face a little bit. All right, there we go. Now we got another view of our sourdough. All right, let's move on. So here are some Roma tomatoes, fresh Roma tomatoes that we're gonna cut up. Don't forget to remove the seeds when you cut the tomatoes up and you slice them and dice them. Here I'm gonna show you some small snippets of my wife cutting them. She's getting some things done in the background, as you can see. I'm gonna wait for her to finish that. There we go, she removed the seeds. All right, after we cut our tomatoes, we're gonna move on to the next step, which is our basil, the fresh basil we picked out of the garden. So she rolls it up, as you can see, try to get it nice and packed in together. Then she cuts it up, very nice and professional. Look at that work, very good. I'm gonna cut it up nice and small, and it's gonna add some really rich flavor to our bruschetta. Remember, folks, it's pronounced bruschetta, not bruschetta or bruschetta. Bruschetta. All right, put the knife to the side. Now I think we're gonna go with our capers. Let's wait for her. She's a little bit slow. All right, we got some capers on the table. Yeah, get them all out, babe. All right, so now let's get the knife back. And here we go. Let's chop them up. Get them nice and small. It's gonna add some nice texture and flavor to our bruschetta. Wipe that off the knife. And let's move on. So garlic is next. Crushed garlic. This is gonna add some really good flavor to our bruschetta. So she puts it in a bowl, as you can see. We got our ingredients there lined up. We got our bread on the side. And now we're going to mix it all together. Let's add some salt for even more flavor. Mix it up nice and good. Let's place our baking tray down and we're going to line up our pieces of sourdough bread. We're going to drizzle it with some olive oil, like so. Now we're going to add our tomato and basil mixture to the slices of bread. This is where our bruschetta comes into form. So as a side note, some people like to toast their bread before they add the mixture. But we personally like to bake it all at once because we believe that it's going to be more of a rich flavor and it's going to add some pop to our dish. Now we're going to add some mozzarella cheese. This is going to make this taste super delicious. So let's place our bruschetta in the oven. Remember, we're going to place it in for 15 minutes at about 350 degrees. After it's done, it should be nice and crispy, and then you can serve it on a plate like such. So there we go. Nice, delicious bruschetta. We're going to serve it on this nice cutting board type thing. And then here's how it looks with all the delicious sides. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and hopefully we can have some more nice, healthy videos.